Sean, I'm at my limit. I can't take this anymore. I've been taking care of your mom all this time by myself. You need to help out too.
Are you kidding? You want me to help you? Why should I? That's the sort of thing a wife does, and last time I checked, I'm the man of the house.
And I'm fine with taking on the brunt of the responsibilities, but I can't do it on my own. Your mom has dementia, and it keeps getting worse and worse. It's been 2 years since she got so bad that she couldn't live by herself anymore, Sean. Don't you think it's about time you considered placing her in an assisted living facility? This isn't just about me, remember? I'm concerned about getting your mother the amount of care that she requires.
How could you even think about suggesting that? You want me to just toss my own mother in a nursing home to rot? I could never do that to her.
First, that is totally not what I said, so please don't put words in my mouth. Second, if you're reluctant to send her to assisted living facility, I understand. How about hiring an elderly care professional to come to the house? It doesn't have to be every day. Even just someone over to help 3 days a week would be fantastic.
Hiring someone costs money, Linda. You, however, work for free.
I'm well aware that it costs money, Sean. You don't need to remind me. But it's not like we're doing that poorly financially. And I also know that your mother has a very sizable amount of savings. Couldn't you use some of that? Seeing as it is for her care, I don't think she'd have any problem with that.
Wait, why do you know about that?
You keep a pretty tight grip on her bank book, but I managed to catch a glimpse from over your shoulder when you were opening it up the other day. So I know that she has more than enough to be able to spend some of it on her care and still have plenty left over.
Oh, so you were spying on me? Well, regardless, you're not using that money. All of that money is gonna be mine someday. It's my inheritance. Every cent of that money that I use on my mom is one less cent that I'll have to use for myself. So no, there's no way I'll ever let you use that money.
Okay. Then at the very least, you need to step up and help me out. If you don't want to spend any money on her, then how about you give me a hand with her every now and then?
I can't help take care of my mom. I'm a man, Linda. I could never do anything like give her a bath or change her diapers. It makes me sick just thinking about it. So don't even bother to ask. Stop crying and keep doing everything like you've always done.
Alright, well, if you don't want to do all the dirty work, what about just cooking her meals or something? Or, I don't know, just coming by to talk to her would be enough. I'm trying to tell you that I don't want you to put everything on my shoulders anymore.
And I'm telling you that I'm not gonna do it. I don't have that kind of free time. You expect me to give my all at work and help you out at home? How selfish can you be?
There you go again. Every time I ask you for help, you always use your job as an excuse. Is your work so important that you can't spare even a few minutes a day to help your mother?
Look, you just need to put on your big girl pants, grit your teeth, and just keep doing everything like you have been. It's not like my mom has all that much longer left anyway. Both of our lives will get way easier once I get my hands on my mom's inheritance, so just put up with it for a little while longer, okay?
This isn't about money, Sean. Please. All I want is to have some free time for myself. Do you have any idea what it's like to be constantly interacting with someone suffering from dementia? I'd like to see you try it sometime. It's lonely, frustrating, saddening, and I'm just plain at my wit's end.
Oh, please, don't try to play the victim with me. You're not the only one having a hard time. I've had to put up with so much crap from you ever since you started looking after my mom. I keep waiting and waiting for you to finally be able to balance the housework and taking care of my mom, but you're still completely incompetent. And let me tell you another thing. Just what is this crap you've been cooking lately? It's like you're making nothing but frozen dinners.
I'm on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Whenever your mom needs anything, I have to run over to go help her. You can't honestly expect me to be able to keep an immaculate household under that kind of workload.
Excuses, excuses, excuses. Is that all you've got? If you've got this much time on your hands to complain about how much work you have to do, why not spend a little time learning to do it better? I'm the one earning the income that allows you to be a housewife, and don't you forget that. You've got a job to do, and I expect you to do it.
Linda, what is going on with you? You didn't come out to see me yesterday. I haven't seen you in ages. I was really looking forward to having some time to catch up. What? I showed up to the restaurant 15 minutes early, but you never came. Then, right when I figured you had stood me up and I was about to leave, your husband comes waltzing into the room. If you're going to cancel on me at the last minute, at least have some decency to tell me personally. The last person I want to hear it from was your husband. Chelsea? What are you talking about? I don't believe this. You didn't cancel on me. You just completely forgot? Forgot about what? It was the worst night of my life. He started out by apologizing that you weren't gonna make it, so I started to walk back to my car. But then he tells me that he wants to treat me to dinner to apologize. So we sit down at the table and he immediately starts complaining about his work, his colleagues, his health, you. He just whines the whole time. I'm not a freaking therapist. Hold on, Chelsea. I'm sorry, I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about. We were supposed to meet up yesterday? I don't remember us talking about that. And Sean took you out to dinner? Huh? Yeah, we were supposed to meet up. Didn't Sean tell you? He was the one that asked me to go out with you in the first place. He said that you were so tired from taking care of his mother that he wanted me to spend some time with you. So he gave me a time in a restaurant and told me you would meet me there. This was all Sean's plan? No, Chelsea, he never said anything about that to me. He didn't? But that doesn't make any sense. Then again, nothing that happened last night made any sense. There I was, thinking I would get to have some girl-to-girl time with my best friend, but you canceled at the last second. And then I ended up having to spend the whole evening with your husband. I'm so sorry about all of that, Chelsea. I'm going to go ask him what happened right now. I'll text you back once I know more. Sean, I just got a text from Chelsea. Would you mind explaining to me just what you were doing? You used me to lure my best friend out to dinner? What in the world is going on?
Oh, sweet little Chelsea told you about last night, huh? Tell me, did she say anything about me to you? Like how I was a perfect gentleman and treated her to a wonderful evening?
Don't dodge the issue, Sean. Answer my question. You used me as bait to get my best friend to come out and meet you, didn't you? And you did all of this without saying anything to me. What do you think you're doing, Sean?
What's the big deal? All I wanted was to have a good meal for a change.
What?
I'm sick and tired of your sloppy cooking, Linda. I want real food, but I couldn't go out to eat by myself. That would just be embarrassing. That's when I got this great idea. I don't have to eat alone. I'll just call one of your friends to give me some company.
Are you out of your mind?
I'm out of patience from dealing with you. You made me have to eat out to get a decent meal. Someone has to take responsibility for that, and if it isn't you, it may as well be someone close to you.
You are out of your mind. Tricking my best friend into having dinner with you so you could complain to her about everything, including me? You're a real jerk, Sean.
Whoa, 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 who are you calling a jerk, Linda? I'd say that I'm one of the least jerky husbands out there.
What? You're gonna have to explain that one.
You've been on my back for months saying you want some time to yourself, right? Now I would have loved to let you go and have a drink with your friend, but you have to take care of my mom. So out of the kindness of my heart, I went out drinking with your friend for you. I heard about all the stupid crap she's been doing lately. I'll tell you all about it later while you're making my dinner. So you can get the full experience of drinking with your friends while at the same time doing your housework.
Are you being serious right now? Is this some kind of a prank?
Man, though, that Chelsea is a knockout. She's always been pretty hot, but I think she looks better now in comparison to how much you've let yourself go. A delicious meal with a beautiful woman. It was heavenly. You should have her give you some fashion and makeup tips. With her help, you might look a little less frumpy.
You want me to clean the house, cook our meals, and take care of your mom, all while looking like some Instagram model? If that's what you want, then help me out sometimes, Sean.
How many times do I have to tell you, Linda? I ain't doing anything to help you with my mom, so stop asking.
Fine. I don't want or expect anything from you anymore. I don't care what you do from now on, but leave Chelsea out of it. Never ask her out to dinner again.
Uh-oh, is that jealousy I detect? Are you bitter that Chelsea and I grew closer to one another over a nice meal? Then you had better become a better housewife, Linda. None of this would have happened if you could cook semi-decently. Thanks for taking care of all the funeral arrangements, Linda. Oh, and thanks so much for taking care of my mom for me all these years. It must have been super hard on you taking all of that stuff on by yourself.
Why, yes, Sean. Yes, it was. It was quite difficult for me. I was 100% responsible for caring for my elderly mother-in-law, who was suffering from severe dementia without cease for 5 years. It's strange, though, that you would wait until right now to express any words of gratitude towards me.
Meh, I figured you earned a compliment. Thanks to you, I had a really easy time of things, and now I can start living my brand new life without any regrets.
Huh? Your new life? What are you talking about?
Now that the funeral's over, there's something I've been waiting a very long time to tell ya. We're getting divorced. I left a stack of divorce papers in the kitchen. Go and sign them as soon as you get a chance.
You want to divorce me?
Yeah, and I've been waiting for this moment for ages. I've already signed all the places I need to. Once you're finished, I'm going straight over to the courthouse to submit them. And do hurry up, won't you? I want to get married to my sweet little Chelsea as soon as possible.
Chelsea? Sean, hold on just 1 second. That was a joke, right? Not the part about the divorce, the part about Chelsea. You're not getting married to her, are you?
Joking? Why would I be joking about the happiest moment in my life? I hate to say this, Linda, but who am I kidding? I love being able to finally tell you this. Sweet little Chelsea is madly, deeply, truly in love with me. What kind of man would pass up an opportunity to be with a babe like her?
What?
Remember when I took her out to dinner a few years ago? I know you were totally oblivious to this, but the truth is that we've been meeting up in secret ever since then. And it wasn't just me asking her out either. It feels like most of the time she was the one asking me out. And not once did she ever ask me to bring you along. In fact, she never even mentioned you at all. You don't mean anything to her, Linda. All she wants is me. You see, it's obvious that she's in love with me. I'm not dense enough to miss all those obvious signs.
Well, Sean, I'm glad that you've been enjoying your life these past several years. While you were out getting all lovey-dovey with my best friend, I was stuck at home caring for your dying mother. And now, on the evening of her funeral, you go and drop all of this on me at once?
Sorry, babe, but I just can't hold back anymore. I'm freaking losing my mind over here. I mean, think about it. I've got one of the baddest hotties in the city in the palm of my hand. She could have any guy she wants, but she chose me. I'll bet that right now my mom is looking down at me, feeling so proud of her son for landing a catch like my sweet little Chelsea.
Uh-huh. So, you're serious about divorcing me, aren't you?
Dead serious, and I want to get it over with as quickly as we can. Within the week, if possible. Now that my mom's dead, I don't have any reason to keep you around. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. You'll get a fair amount of alimony from me. So don't be a whiny brat about this, okay? Just be a good little girl and sign those divorce papers. Oh, and make sure you get a good gift for our wedding. Chelsea's your best friend, after all. I would appreciate it if you'd wear a mask, though. Not because I'm afraid of getting sick, I just don't want your ugly mug ruining my wedding.
That's a mighty nice plan you've built up for yourself there. Would you like to know Chelsea's opinion on the whole thing?
Huh?
She's sitting right next to me, and she's laughing so hard I think she might just have an aneurysm. In her words, "That creepy old geezer thinks I'm in love with him? What a pathetic delusional loser."
Hey, she would never talk about me that way. She loves me. You're making all that up. She's not really sitting next to you. She's not really sitting next to you, is she?
She is, actually. She sent me a text immediately after the funeral was finished. She said she wanted to meet up and have a talk with me. So I went to a nearby cafe and, well, here we are.
What? But why would she be going out of her way to meet up with you? You're her rival in the battle for my heart. You're nothing but an obstacle to her.
I'll have you know, Linda is my best friend in the entire world. I will never see her as an obstacle, no matter what life has in store for us. And yes, I was the one who reached out to her and asked her to meet me here. After all, my best friend was finally free from having to take care of her dying mother-in-law. She can relax and enjoy life for the first time in 5 years. How could I not be with her in such a happy moment? I'm her best friend.
Wait, Chelsea, is that really you?
Oh, now it's just Chelsea, is it? What happened to my sweet little Chelsea? Ugh. Every time you called me that, you made me want to puke. Blah.
But huh?
If you must address me, you can call me ma'am. I swear to God, if you call me sweetheart or angel one more time, I'm going to tear you limb from limb, you creepy old geezer.
But but ma'am. Why are you talking so, I don't know, so mean to me right now? You aren't usually like this. I mean, you really do love me, don't you? You always acted so much sweeter to me during our secret little rendezvous.
Rendezvous? That's a joke, right? Who would ever fall in love with a dirty old man like you?
Well, you did, ma'am. You fell in love with me, right? And you want to marry me so we can be together forever. That's why you kept meeting up with me for dinner all these years while keeping it a secret from my wife.
I'm sorry. Didn't Linda tell you what I said about you earlier? For the record, I used a lot worse words to describe you than creepy old geezer, but let's keep this conversation G-rated, shall we? So no, I don't love you. I actually thoroughly despise you to the very core of my being. You've been treating my best friend like a slave for all of these years. I had to scarf down 20 antacids every time I went to dinner with you because the stress of looking at your ugly face gave me heartburn.
How can you say that to me? Don't forget that you were the one who invited me out most of the time. Is this some weird hard-to-get act? I thought our relationship was beyond that point.
I'm not hard to get. I'm impossible to get for you. The only reason I ever went out to dinner with you was to help out Linda. This was the only way in the world that Linda could ever get some peace and quiet time all to herself. She gave up hope of you ever caring about her and stopped asking. So I started asking you out in order to force her to take some time for herself. All those smiles and giggles I gave you during those meals, they were all fake. I was acting.
No, that can't be true.
It was all worth it though, because thanks to my noble sacrifice, Linda was able to be totally free, if only for a little while. She called in an elderly care service to look after your mom for her, and while they were at the house, she was able to read a book, watch TV, enjoy a nice meal, and even just catch up on sleep. So yeah, don't be delusional. I didn't want to go out to dinner with you. I tolerated it. Every single one of our dates was just a cover for Linda to be able to relax.
I don't believe you. You mean you were deceiving me? You didn't actually have any feelings for me?
Trust me, Sean. I have guys lining up to talk to me at every club I go to, and even the least attractive one of them is 5 times the man you are. Linda is an absolute saint, though. She told me that I didn't have to do this for her, and tried to get me to stop. But after seeing how much stress she was under with a senile mother-in-law and an uncaring husband, I had to do anything I could for her.
This can't be!
A few times, she even tried to hand me some money afterward to pay me for my time. But, like, you were taking me to some of the most expensive restaurants in town. Getting awesome food for free was all the things I needed, so I turned her down every time. So, again, for the record, this whole scheme was 100% my idea. Linda had no part in it. You had better not try to take out your frustration over this on her. Got it?
But Chelsea, I was serious about you. I was going to divorce Linda so I could be with you. I already signed the divorce papers. It's over between us. I've sacrificed everything for you. Are you just gonna let that sacrifice be in vain?
You making some of the dumbest decisions possible isn't my fault. I will never marry you, ever. I would rather die. You made your bed, now lie in it. Divorce Linda and set her free once and for all. She's gonna come and live with me now. If I ever see you come within even 1 city block of Linda, I'm gonna track you down and slap some sense into you.
What's going on, Linda? What is this thing you sent me? What business do you have demanding any money from me?
I have every right to demand that money from you, actually. The amount you see on the bottom of that page is nothing more than my fair share of your assets. That, and a share of your mother's inheritance.
You idiot! Are you serious? You don't have any right to my mother's inheritance! So what if you were her babysitter for the last 5 years of her life? You're still nothing but her daughter-in-law. I, however, am her son! Her only son, and as such, I'm entitled to everything! Didn't you even do the bare minimum amount of research before you sent me this thing?
Allow me to turn that question right back at you, Sean. Didn't you do the bare minimum of research before texting me? If you did, you noticed that there were very important changes in the law several years ago.
Huh? What change?
It was made so that family members who spend a certain amount of time caring for their relatives are also entitled to a claim of certain percentages of their estate when they pass away. It doesn't matter if I'm not her blood relative. All that matters is that I was her caretaker. There's not a single thing on those documents that isn't clearly defined in the applicable inheritance law.
Really?
Yes, really. If you want to know more, you can go ahead and shoot sweet little Chelsea a text and ask her. After all, she's the lawyer who's representing me in our divorce proceedings. I bet she would do a much better job at explaining the relative sections of the law to you.
Wait, what? Chelsea's a lawyer?
You've been going out to dinner with her at least once a month for the past several years, and you never even asked her about what she did for a living?
Well, she was always so intently listening to what I had to say while we were out together. She's a really good listener, and she was always really engaged in our conversations.
Yep, she's a great lawyer. She knows just how to get a person to go blabbing about all the information she wants to get out of them. I would hate to be on the receiving end of her lawyering skills. Sucks to be you.
Damn it! Damn it, this sucks! I don't care if your haughty friend is a lawyer. I'm not giving you one single solitary cent of my inheritance. I'll have you know I just found my mother's will in her desk the other day. I know that when I open this, it's gonna say in big, bold letters that I get everything she owned.
Wow, you found your mom's will. What's it say?
Don't rush me, I'm getting there. Let's see. To whom it may concern, I, Cheryl Longworth, having received the loving care of my son and his wife in the waning years of my life, do hereby bequeath, are you ready, Linda? Here it comes, half of my estate to my daughter-in-law, Linda. What the? She left half of her estate to you? Why would she do a thing like that?
Well, thank you so much for reading that for me, Sean. I had no idea that your mother was planning to be so generous to me in death. I was only going to sue you for the minimum amount I'm entitled to for caring for your mom, but I think I'll withdraw that suit now.
No! That's okay, go ahead and sue me!
No, Sean, I think I'll take half of everything instead. After all, that's what your mother wanted. You wouldn't want to go against your mother's dying wishes, would you?
Screw her dying wishes, I want the money!
I'll have to let Chelsea know about the will as soon as possible. She'll need to do some more paperwork for me. I think I'll let her handle everything from here on out, actually.
Hey, we don't need to get lawyers involved in this, do we? Can't we settle this like adults?
Oh, you want to settle? That's fine with me. I'd like to avoid a lengthy trial if possible. Here are my terms. Screw you, pay me. Since Sean went to the trouble of finding his mom's will for me, the divorce proceedings didn't take long. I received half of his mom's estate, as she had it in her will, and also half of Sean's assets. My friend Chelsea is letting me live in the guest room of her awesome house for the time being. I think I'll stay here for a while. It's great being able to have some pleasant company for a change. As for my ex-husband Sean, having never cooked a single thing in the entire time we've been married, he was at a loss for how to feed himself with me gone. He ended up going out to eat for every meal, which both expanded his waistline and shrunk his pocketbook. He's burning through the remaining half of his assets at an incredible pace. From what I hear, he's already used up just about everything his mom left for him. I'm glad his mother never lived to see what a pathetic little wretch she'd become.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.